Cross paths with as a youth in Jamaica?
Oh, so much veteran and so much life teachers, like people like Max Romeo, the Congos, Linval Thompson, Prince Allah, Gregory Isaac, Alton Ellis. The list goes on and on. All of them work with my father. Some of them my father produced them. Some of them they sang in the same time, the same era. Cause my father started recording in 1972. Yeah.
What's your pop's name?
My father's name is Donovan Joseph.
Donovan Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Was he singing lovers rock or was he singing culture music?
My father is a hard-hitting roots man and also a lovers rock man same way. So my father can balance it like that. Because my father is more known for the one-drop root style same way because his most famous songs are songs like 2,000 years in Babylon, working and slaving for the unrighteous. 2,000 miles. He might talk about social commentary and stuff like that. And Devil's Angel where he's talking about the fight against good and evil. So it's more roots, man.
All right. At an early age, were you yourself doing music or you just there observing the environment?
Well, at an early age, I was more observing the environment and writing because I started writing from the age 11. Yeah, the age 11 I usually write a lot. So
was the writing poetry or was it songs?
It was songs because I usually write songs for myself and also for my cousin, but being that I was a reserved individual, I didn't evoke those songs. I more gave those songs to my cousin and kept them in a book for myself, and sometimes do a 1 and 2 clash at high school, Kingston College. So I was a reserved individual, so not even my father knew about any of that songwriting or nothing at all.
What year did you leave Jamaica and why did you come up here?
All right, I left Jamaica 2010, December 2010 to be exact. Yeah. I came here for schooling, tertiary education, because after I finished Kingston College, I went on to University of Technology. I spent 1 semester there and then I started schooling all over again for various reasons. And then my mother decided that she wanted me here for schooling. So I did my associate degree and then my bachelor's degree in New York, yeah.
All right, so you finished school with the associates and bachelor's, right?
Yes, sir.
When you get to the point now that you fully gonna embrace music, like when you get to that point now, why you didn't, if you finished school, why you didn't just go?
Well, I was embracing music fully while in school.
Yeah,
so it was my first year in college up here. That was 2011. I met up with a elder called Kenton Sanderson, and then he introduced me to Wayne Smith. So that's when I started my musical journey.
When did the consciousness start to shift now?
The consciousness started to shift in the light of coming to America and embracing the struggle that I saw my mother going through firsthand. Because I knew of it already and I knew what the first world country come with when you're migrating from a third world standpoint. But when I really got into the struggle firsthand, I realized that this is something that I had to document. And my consciousness came in the light when I started reading books like Negro with a Hat and different books on Rastafari and Marcus Garvey. And then with my writing now, I began to put melodies towards all of these words and teaching. Like a mountain, be just like a valley, be just like a tree, be like the bird and the bee, everything made up in the ecology. Like a mountain, be just like a valley, be just like a tree, be like the bird and the bee, everything made up in the ecology. I became a vegetarian in the year 2012, yes, 2012. So actively it's 5 years now. And the reason why is because if you listen to the song, actually let me divert a bit. If you listen to the song Ecological Integrity, that speaks and that gives the full explanation as to why. So as they say, like a mountain, be just like a valley, be just like a tree. Let me put it there, so be just like a tree. They always say, you are what you eat. So I am like the tree, so I make sure I consume the tree and I stand up firm and I can grow branches and grow fruits that are so luscious. And there's also different reasons too, in terms of there's life, there's life. Every animal has life. I don't want to be the one who contributes to the killing of that animal or anything like that. So it's about supporting the ecology in the full force and not boosting the ego in where man is higher than all of these animals. Man is on the same level and we chorus through ecological integrity. So that is why I became a vegetarian per se. Yeah.
And what was the transition like?
It was a smooth transition. It's all a mental thing, you know, because it's a mental thing. The transition was smooth because in the beginning, what I did when I realized that I wanted to make my diet one of a vegetarian is what I started eating meat less. So like I would limit myself to eating meat 10 times a month. And then after that 10 times, next month I would do the same thing. And then one day came when I was just cutting up some chicken and I realized that, well, this is sickening. This is blood coming out of this. I'm actually drinking blood and eating flesh, which I'm not even supposed to be doing. So it's like an innate thing that kind of ran through me, and I said, no, you know, I can't eat meat anymore. And straight to the vegetarian thing, and then we started studying the charts so we could know the amount of protein to get, the amount of carbohydrates, the amount of staples to come into the diet. And after that, because it's all about ignorance, you know, because most people don't even know spirulina, which is a superfood. You can survive spirulina itself for 2 weeks, but they don't even tell the masses this. They come and tell you some misinformation about how you need protein and you get the protein from meat only and stuff like that. You're supposed to drink cow's milk, which is going to strengthen your bone, when it actually doesn't. So it's all about getting the knowledge in itself. You know? Oh, why? I'm evil, them evil. Oh, why? Kutwenga. Oh, why? Real mates, I don't need 1,000 friends. Cause many people don't break bread. Them would have fight to get a youth instead. Secretly, them would have want me dead. Whatever happened to the golden rule? It's like them take to get a youth for food. When them broke, me see them come as it done. Me see them gone again. Well, Isolation, out of the whole album, Isolation is a personal song. It's a song that deals along the line of subjectivity, you know, where many people in earth experience a scenario where they are along a crowd who their spirit don't get along with, and yet still try to force themselves to be amongst these people. And it's also on the basis of an objective standpoint where many people face depression, but they don't seem to come out with this depression. So it's also along the lines where we wanted to ensure that there was a mother and a native tongue in this song. So you see, Mamivo means pain in Swahili. And we are always steering true to our African roots. So we decided we wanted to include Swahili in this song. And Kutwenga means isolation, of course. So it's all along the subjectivity of feeling, and also along the objectivity of facing depression and confronting that per se. Yeah.
The topic of depression is very taboo in Caribbean culture, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that many people in the Caribbean, many men face depression, but due to the culture, they're unable to even speak on it? Yes,
yeah, naturally. We have a recent proof is the youth. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the youth, brother of conscience called Delos.
Yeah.
He was facing depression and he didn't talk about it, and nobody knew about it till you saw it, and you realized that he went and killed himself and stuff like that. So it's more along the lines where we are kind of trying to open up people's mind and let them free up themselves. Not telling them necessarily to go for therapy or go and talk to somebody about their business if they don't want to do that. But know that there is a problem, and this problem do exist, and let us confront it. Locked up and cold. Talk to yourself sometime and try to find the solution within yourselves also. So, yeah.
When you wrote the song, was the song written for someone else or was it written based on personal experience?
The subjective aspect of the song was written on personal experience, and the objective part of the song was actually not written. The objective part was a feeling that I got based upon observation the previous day, and I went into the studio while recording it and recorded the objective aspect of it.
Thank you so much for watching I Never Knew TV.
Please subscribe, comment, like, share.